Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm finally going to be revealing who I think is going to win Super Bowl 60. Now, I don't know if this video is going to come out before my NFL Week 4 2025 Madden video, or if this is either way, both this video and the Madden video that I just mentioned, both of them are going to come out. This might come out before that video, or it might come out after. I'm not really sure, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, I didn't want to rush into this pick. I really wanted to think about it, and it's Thursday at the time of this recording, so only about 3 days left until we get to the Super Bowl, although you guys might get this on Friday. Like I said, I'm not too entirely sure, but yeah. So Super Bowl 60 this Sunday in Santa Clara between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Now this is going to be a rematch of Super Bowl 49, where the Patriots came out on top in that game by a score of 28-24. Pretty close. So just a couple of things I want to talk about before I get into my pick. I've seen it all over Facebook, YouTube, wherever. It doesn't matter. So many people truly believe that the Seattle Seahawks are going to just automatically blow the Patriots out. I've seen scores of 35-10, 41-16, this to that. Like, nobody, I'm not saying nobody, but the majority of comments I've seen just all over, people think it's going to be an automatic Seahawks blowout. And I'm here to tell you that just because so many people are saying it's going to be a blowout, I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way. This game is going to be closer than those people are thinking. They're just saying that because they want to see the Patriots get their ass kicked. But hey, you know what? That's what happens when we win a lot. We get that stigma to where everybody that isn't in the Patriots fan base, they want to see us get our ass whooped. It's either us or Kansas City. So, I don't think we are going to get a blowout. No. Yeah, I know that Seattle, they are really talented, don't get me wrong, but this is going to be Seattle's toughest test, and the same is true for the Patriots. This is going to be their toughest test as well. This game is going to come down to who can make the fewest mistakes. It's going to come down to playing in pretty much a near perfect game. I'll go ahead and give you kind of what I think the score is going to be. It ain't going to be no blowout. I've seen, 35-10, 41-16. No way the NFL produces 2 Super Bowl blowouts in a row. I don't buy it. And now, could I be wrong? I mean, there's the chance I could be wrong, but I don't buy it. Seattle could very well still win this Super Bowl. Absolutely, they could. But in a blowout, nah. I think if I had to give a final score, let's go 27-20. I think that would be, yeah. Or maybe even 24-20. Or we could do 34-27, something like that. I think that's kind of what we're looking at. Probably a little bit less. Sorry if you hear that in the background. That's just Coco drinking some water right now. But it's fine. As long as she doesn't start barking. That's the only thing. Now, there was a report going around which, I wasn't worried at all. But apparently, Drake May had a shoulder issue. And he apparently had an illness. Well, that's been, when I saw that, I was like, let's not freak out. It might not be, it might not be all that serious at all, and it turns out it wasn't all that serious. He probably just had like a shoulder bruise or something like that, because he did get hit in that Denver game. Drake May did, and hell, that illness could have been like a cold or something like that, But you think that Drake May isn't going to play in the Super Bowl if he's able to, the biggest game of his young career? Now, if he would have had like a fracture or an ACL tear, now that would be a different story. Of course it would be, but nah, Drake May, he'll play. And yeah, I know that the Patriots, they only scored 10 points in the last game, but here's one thing you got to keep in consideration with that though. The Patriots, they had to play in crappy weather in Denver. Now, Super Bowl 60, guess what? They're going to be in California. They're going to be in San Francisco. One thing that the Patriots and Seahawks are not going to have to deal with? They aren't going to have to deal with funky weather. So, yeah, that's why I say I can definitely see the Patriots, if they have to, I could see them score 30 points. I absolutely could. I could. Oh, yeah. I could see them score more than they did against Denver, because it's going to be clear skies. It ain't going to be no funky weather. So, this is going to be Sam Darnold's best opportunity if the Seahawks are to win the Super Bowl. This is going to be Sam Darnold's best opportunity to do so, because is he ever going to have another better opportunity to do so? I don't know, man. I mean, they could get it done. They absolutely could, because there are certain areas or certain positions that are more talented than the Patriots for sure. But people think that New England is just going to lie down and die. And I don't think it's going to be no blowout. That's what people are hoping is going to happen. That's why that's why all these people are like, oh yeah, the Patriots are cooked. They're going to get smashed. Can you see into the future? I don't think it's going to be no blowout. Even if Seattle does win, the Patriots are going to make it tough on them to win. That's for damn sure. And the same way goes the other way. If the Patriots win, Seattle's going to make it tough on them. This ain't going to be no pushover. Okay, it ain't going to be easy to win this game. Now, I'm going to get ready to go ahead and get into my pick. I just want to say this. Drake May, you did all right in that AFC Championship game. You didn't turn the ball over. That's good. Now, you need to keep up that same energy. You have to, you can't turn the ball over against Seattle, because if you do, yeah, Seattle might make you pay for it. Unlike, he did turn the ball over against Houston and the Chargers, but they didn't really make him pay for it. But yeah, you pretty much have to play a near perfect game, Drew. I don't know where Drew came from. You have to play a near perfect game, Drake May. Like, yeah. And you know what? If you have to, Drake May, you can, unlike Tom Brady, you know how to run the football pretty well. So, no, I'm going to just nip that in the bud. This is not going to be a fucking blowout. No. Too many people are saying it's going to happen. That's why I don't. No. They're hoping that's going to happen. So, no blowout. Yeah, I know last year's Super Bowl was ultimately a blowout, but no. Because, what will happen is if you have 2 Super Bowl blowouts in a row, people are going to, you know what they're going to do? They're going to click the remote, they're going to turn the channel, or even turn the TV off and find something else to do. And the NFL doesn't want that. They want people watching. So what's one way for people to watch a Super Bowl, even if they're not a fan of either team? You have to have a close game throughout the majority of the game. No, y'all need to forget about that blowout nonsense. I'm telling you, I'm confident it ain't gonna be no fucking blowout. Forget about that. Now, I am getting ready to get into my pick. Now, What I'm about to say has helped me determine who I'm picking to win the Super Bowl. Okay. For those of you that might not know, the United States of America was founded 250 years ago. Okay? It's going to be relevant and important why I'm bringing that up. And guess what? The NFL is clearly acknowledging that the US of A was founded 250 years ago because both teams are going to be wearing a patch that says USA 250. They're going to be wearing a patch or whatever they call them things like that, just like they're going to be wearing the Super Bowl patch on one side. Both of them are going to be wearing a patch at the Super Bowl that says USA 250 to celebrate America being founded 250 years ago. Okay? Now, when you think of America, when you think of the United States of America, what colors are represented with that flag? Red, white, and blue. Okay? And out of these two teams, who has red, white, and blue? It sure ain't Seattle. It's not Seattle. Sure, they got navy blue, but they don't. Nope, they got green, not red, white, and blue. The Patriots have the red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue is synonymous. Let's just forget about football for just a minute, for just a second. Red, white, and blue is synonymous with Patriots, and the New England Patriots happen to have red, white, and blue in their colors. And I don't think it's a coincidence that the USA is celebrating its 250 years of existence then by having a team in the Super Bowl with those three colors. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. And the Patriots are going for their 7th Super Bowl, okay? And guess how many years ago it's been since the Patriots won their last Super Bowl? It's been 7 years. Look, I'm not saying anything, but it's coincidental as hell that that America just happens to be celebrating its 250 years of existence, and you have a team, one of the two teams in the Super Bowl happens to be representing all three colors of the American flag, and that team is trying to aim for their 7th Super Bowl, and it's been 7 years since they last won the Super Bowl against the Los Angeles Rams. So with all of that, I'm not saying anything, but that is something to consider, and that is something to really think about. All I'm going to say is I'm going to only say it one time, and I just want y'all to really think about this. The game ain't decided on the football field, and I'm not going to say that anymore. So, with that, my pick should probably be pretty obvious right now. I am picking the New England Patriots to win Super Bowl 60 based off of that factual information that America is 250 years old. The NFL is clearly acknowledging that. And what colors does the American flag represent? Red, white, and blue. What team has red, white, and blue? And what better way? The NFL is probably thinking in their minds. Again, I could be wrong on all of this. This is a prediction. I obviously don't know, but it makes all the sense in the world considering that America is 250 years old and that the NFL is making a big deal out of it, okay? And they just happen to have one of the two teams in this Super Bowl happens to have the same colors as the American flag. And the NFL is probably thinking, what better way to celebrate America being around for 250 years than to have the Patriots come out on top? Look, some of y'all might think I'm crazy as hell, but if I end up being right, y'all won't all of a sudden think I'm too crazy. Now I could totally be wrong, and I come back here on Monday or Tuesday and admit that I was wrong. And hey, and if the Seahawks do win, then I'll admit, hey, congratulations, I was wrong, and that'll be the end of that. But I'm just saying my theory as to why I think the Patriots are going to win. And also, one other little factor into my decision is, most of the betting money is going to be on Seattle. Y'all know that, right? So the NFL sees that as a way of, oh, they're really going to be paying attention to who's getting the most amount of money bet on them. They're going to look at that, and usually they go the other way. That way they can make money. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything, but and okay, here's another crazy little theory. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, I know, but if you see the official Super Bowl 60 logo, it's right behind all this crap. Okay, both the colors red and green are in the Super Bowl logo, but look at the placement of where green and red is, okay? The green color is pretty much near the top because of the trees. That makes sense. But as you can see right here where the red is, that's the Golden Gate Bridge, okay? And sure, the color green is in there, but the color green is at the top basically, but look where the color red is. It's near the bottom of the logo. And if we're going by that, the team that either has their color at the bottom of the Super Bowl logo or less of their color usually wins the Super Bowl. Now, y'all might think, oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Seattle's going to blow them out. Blah, 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 blah. No. There's not going to be a blowout. Now, if something happens and there is a blowout, I'm just saying, if there is, hey, I'll admit I was wrong. I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. But I don't know. I don't buy it. I have to see it actually happen first. That's why I'm not predicting a blowout. If you notice, the color red is closer to the bottom than green is. And what color, like I said, what color does the Patriots have? They don't have green, they have red. So, let me know what you think about all of this. So that's my Super Bowl pick. I think the Patriots are going to win, and they're going to get their 7th Super Bowl. So, of course, did y'all really think I was going to pick against my team? I didn't leave any indication as to my thought process behind any of this, by the way. I tried to keep that hush-hush and to me only. Until now. So, let me know who y'all think is going to win Super Bowl 60. I know most of y'all were probably going to say Seattle, and that's okay. You know what? Hey. You know what? If the Patriots can win the Super Bowl without Tom Brady or Bill Belichick, that's going to make this victory even more sweeter to shut them haters up for a little bit. Oh, no. You know what? Speaking of that, I already saw some excuses fumbling up, coming up online already, and this is before the game. I saw one person, now you know what, I saw two people say this exact same thing. They're like, if the Seahawks aren't blowing out the Patriots, shenanigans are afoot, or they said some bullshit is gonna happen. I already seen that excuse coming out all fucking ready. So if the Patriots do win the Super Bowl, those excuses are going to be flying out like hotcakes. Fucking guarantee you that. I guarantee you. They're going to be like, oh, it's bullshit. It's rigged. The referees this. The referees that. The thing about them referees, I hate to tell y'all this, but the referees are only doing what the NFL's telling them to do. As far as calls, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying nothing, but anyway, let me know who y'all think is going to win the Super Bowl. I know most of y'all are going to pick Seattle, and that's okay. That's okay. Hey, if the Patriots win, I wonder how many of them people are going to actually congratulate the Patriots. Probably not many at all. 0 to 0. They'll be coming up with excuses. Not everybody, but the majority of people that are so wound up, oh, I hope them fucking Patriots lose. Like I can just see them people just typing away, oh yeah, the Patriots are going, they're fucked. They're done. Okay. All I gotta say is let them people think that. That's all I gotta say. And just let's see what happens on Sunday, shall we? You know what? Even if something happens and we lose, I'm feeling good because not only is my team in the Super Bowl, but Scream 7, baby! Scream 7. I'm not going to, even if we lose, I'm not going to let that get me down because I got to get ready for Scream 7, baby! Absolutely. I think this will be a good game overall. So, yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can edit this and get this ready for either Thursday or Friday. So, I will catch you guys next week, and either way, whatever happens, we'll be talking about the Super Bowl and what happened. Oh yeah, for sure. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.